This environment, yeah, seems to be very erotic and sexy for old people. With age, as I can feel it now, your sex drive dips, yeah, like you fall of a hill, fall over the hill at some point, and you feel that your sex drive is going down. In in comparison with other drives, maybe going up, like drive to sit more in your sofa and watch screen, any kind of screen, with the person who speaks. And if old people are watching me, old people, because you know you never know what's old, uh, they might feel at home now. Mm. They might feel welcome in this studio, and me as a kind of like an anchor for news. That's the environment they feel most comfortable in as a spectators. So the drive for sex goes down, yeah. The drive for sweets goes up, as I notice. It's like in childhood you are obsessed, yeah, with candies, with sweets, like Seinfeld says, all your world is twirling around the sweets, around the candies, around the candy bars. Uh, my friend's son, he's like 2 years old, and one of the first words that he mentioned was Carrefour. It's a supermarket chain here, like grande supermarket. So if you say in front of him that there is a Carrefour or mention Carrefour, there's a trigger. Carrefour means candies. Candies means euphoria, sweets. So like, and then you hit the plateau. You hit the plateau somewhere at a certain age, and it's not as much about the candies anymore. It's sad, kind of sad, because they lose value. Other things became become figure in your life more. This candy and sweet stuff goes on the background, and you live your life. There is a place for sweets, always a place for sweet tooth, but it's not like a priority. And then you hit your what do you call them? The silver age, the silver hair age, and some things are dipping, and then you remember. then you remember, man, what about Candice? Huh? Let's bring some joy of my childhood into my uh, of my youngerhood into my olderhood now. Huh? Let's let's go back to the roots that brought me here. Carrefour. I remember those. I remember that word. And the great news is Carrefour is still alive, you know, at that point. So welcome. Welcome to Carrefour. Yo, now you can reach not just for the candies that are real low at your side, like when you were a child. Now you can reach higher. You can even ask somebody to get a candy that you like. So, and you have money. You have money that you saved. Your pension maybe will help, so you can exercise your power. But you might ask, man, what's up with this news stuff? It's not a news. We know it. We know what you're talking about. It's obvious. So the same happens with our sex drive, yeah? I mean, from the beginning it's nothing. I mean, you don't care about sex, about erotic, about porn. You don't care about this stuff. At some age, it just hits you. It becomes like those candies go on the background. Candies are off, and now it's all about sex. And then it takes a long time to dip. I mean, it's gonna be like a figure of your life for hopefully for a long time, or not. I have no idea, but it depends on the person. But in general speaking, so now I can feel and I can relate that I'm dipping now. I'm dipping. Food becomes more important for me bit by bit. And there is, I guess, after the sex dip, the food uprise, yeah, and then there is a stage when your sex drive. I mean, you still have your sexuality. It's not gonna go anywhere, but your sex drive is really plateauing on your dip. No, it's like over. Maybe at certain age you get like, for men get prostate surgery, and that's the last point. After that, you are done. Your erection is done, man. And there are some other creative ways of having sex, but um, and what becomes sexy now, yeah, what becomes erotic? I see at the old age people are attracted to the news. This becomes a figure. I mean, this environment, anchor, saying to you like privately, you feel like he's speaking to you individually. while you're sitting in the sofa and having your candy bar. Yeah. And kind of you are getting those news, you are receiving, you are as a receiver, and you have to have your news. There is no other way of living. You gotta know what's going on around. This is your porn hub. This is your eroticism. That's where your energy drives from. And then hopefully at the old age, I mean like deep into the old age, hopefully you might die peacefully in your sofa in front of the news program. And I mean that's how I see my ending. Because no way I'm gonna be exception to the rule. There is no way. There is no exception. I mean, there is a voice that tells you now you have to follow the news. You have not been following the news for years, man. So that's not good. You got to catch up. And there is no reason to follow news in old age, man. I mean, who the fuck cares anyway what's happening when you don't have any influence anymore? Not like we had any influence while we were younger, but at least, I mean, it felt like it. But at the tender, older age, when you feel that you arrived, what the reason to follow the news, But the one reason, maybe it becomes erotic for you. I know that's your porn hub. And now I get it. Now I understand it. If that's how it is, and I will tell you in a few years, if I'm getting a hard on, not a physiological one, but in my brain, because after the prostate surgery, there is no erection anymore for a while at least. So if I'm getting my hard on news, that's okay. If it's the same as watching Pornhub, that's so good. And if breaking news sign for you like an getting off, like ejaculation, or how they pronounce it, ejaculation, then it makes sense, man. If you see a breaking news and you coming on breaking news, I get it. I get it now. So I'm looking forward. Now I'm looking forward to some non-stop Evro news in Georgian language.